Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about raising the communication bar. Are you ready? Let's get started. Newsflash, communication is hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's the most consistent challenge that I hear. I get questions about communication interpersonally, about communicating across a team, across an entire organization, as a leader communicating. I get all sorts of questions. The challenges are real. You're not alone. And if you'd like to improve, just stay with me for a couple of more minutes. My first piece of advice is to raise the communication bar. Yeah, raise the bar. 5 ideas for you. Number 1, expect more of yourself. You are a part of the communication process, of course. As a sender, expect more of yourself in terms of being clear and making sure that you've done everything you can for the other person to understand your message. But it's also you as a receiver to make sure that you're doing a good job of being focused and not distracted and listening to understand what the other person is saying. Number 2, do more than just send an email. I know we send lots of email. There's nothing wrong with email necessarily, but a lot of communication gets lost when all we send is an email. I'll prove it to you. You've said, well, I sent them the email with the assumption that they should get it, but you say that way because they really didn't get it. If you want to raise your communication bar, you might have to get up out of your chair. You might have to pick up the phone. You might have to turn on your webcam. Do more than send an email. Number 3, remember message received. See, communication is about sending messages and receiving messages. So I said it already, I'll say it again. Our job as a sender is to make sure that we get the message received. If we want to raise our communication bar, we must work harder and be more diligent to make sure we're getting our message received. Number 4, create conversation. The more that we make it a conversation where you and I are talking together, what we can't do on this video, the better chance we have of communication getting better. The more that we're engaging with others, the better chance we have of getting message sent, message received, and message understood. That's raising the communication bar. And number 5, ask more questions. Especially as a leader, the best way to create conversation is to be the person who asks the question. If you're making all of your points and then asking them to add in, likely they won't feel there's much more to say, especially if you're the leader. Ask more questions, create more conversation. Remember, message received, do more than send an email and expect more of yourself. If you do those 5 things in either order, you will raise your communication bar. Think of it this way. If you've ever watched pole vaulting, you'll notice something interesting. That even the best pole vaulters, they barely clear the bar on every jump. They don't clear the bar by a long ways. They clear it by just enough to continue. So they clear it based on where they place the bar. So the metaphor for us is wherever we place the bar, it sets the standard that we need to get over. And if you're consciously saying, here's my communication bar, the chances of you going over it go up. Let me close with today's tweet. If you want better communications, start by raising your bar of success. In this studio, several years ago, we recorded something we call 13 Days to Remarkable Leadership. Each of the 13 days, you will receive a video from me, but more than a video, which is a story and a leadership principle, you will get a PDF document with a worksheet to help you apply that principle. Entertaining story, leadership principle, tool to help you apply it. We call it 13 days. It's free. It's for you. All the details on how to get it are here. And just like that, it's another episode. And we'll be back next week with another one right here, Remarkable TV.